Hello, this is Critical Information Bureau coming from Hall, England. Eyong Akumbe speaking. We are the people that bring you the truth, nothing but the truth. Because the truth will set you free. We don't accept any donations. Please make your donations to your beloved interim government headed by Dr. Sacco. Now, I would like to discuss about monthly contributions and donations. This is just an opinion, please. Bear with me. If it doesn't agree with you, you can also come back on social media and express yourself, your opinion. I just think the method that is being used to collect money from donations from Southern Cameroonians and from elsewhere is very crude. This is the social media era. There is a lot of opportunities, but we are using an archaic system, and I don't blame any of you because a lot of people are not professional at this type of a thing. Fundraising is not something that you just put a payment method on social media and then expect cash to just be coming in. That seems to be what I am observing. Do you know what I mean? The amount of money being collected is not really acceptable. And that is not because of those people who are making donations or people who are not keeping to their pledges. That is not the reason. It is because we are not collecting enough money. We are not getting enough Southern Cameroonians to participate. That is the key word. There is not enough Southern Cameroonians participating in this. And there are many reasons for that, for this. Now, what I will do is I will give you some simple examples, very simple examples of some figures, and you yourself can work this out yourself, right? If every we are about 8 million Southern Cameroonians, give or take 2 million, because it could be 10 million. If every Southern Cameroonian gives you just 1,000 francs a year, that is 1,000 francs a year, 8 million people. Okay? That in Cameroon money is about 8 million, if I'm not making a mistake, which would be $16 million. Every Southern Cameroonian, 1,000 francs a year. That will give you $16 million a year. We are not getting that. And I can understand. Is it that we cannot afford it? No. We have Southern Cameroonians who, every Southern Cameroonian in 1 year, it doesn't matter if it's a baby, or it will get 1,000 francs, right? Every Southern Cameroonian, whether it's in America or in Cameroon, it will get 1,000 francs a year, right? But the problem is, would they be willing to pay you 1,000 francs? Yes, they can give you 1,000 francs a year. They'll give it to you. They pay that just driving in Cameroon and being stopped by the police. They give them more money than that. So what is the problem? The problem is the system of collection of the money is very poor. You have to admit, if people have the money to give you and you cannot collect it, then there is a problem in your collection system. Okay? Now, I will let you guys sit down and devise a way of getting all that money. But let's come to Europe, right? I think there's probably a million Southern Cameroonians outside Cameroon, maybe less. Let's get down to 500,000. Now we can up the ante and say, okay, let 500,000 people just give you $10 each. So 500,000. All of a sudden, you've got $5 million. Just a year, each of those person gives you $10 a year. You go $5 million. Let's say, well, people are living in the West. People who are living in the West, They have more money. So let's say, well, let's make it $100 a year. You are on the figure of 50 million, right? You are at the figure of 50 million. We are not getting anywhere close to that. And what is the reason? Let me tell you, will people in the West be ready to give you $100 a year, which is less than $10 a month? Yes, they will. All Southern Cameroonians in diaspora will give you $100 a year. That's nothing to them. I've already paid three times the amount. It's not even enough. Okay? So what is the problem? What is the problem? You don't know how to collect the money. That is your problem. You don't have a system for collecting the money. That is why you're always screaming around for cash, because you don't collect the money correctly. As I said, you can't just put a payment method on social media and then expect all the Southern Cameroonians to come and start paying you. That is the reason why it is not working. And that's the reason why people are paying you $300, $500, $1,000, and you're still, next year, you're still shouting and screaming because that they haven't paid you. And the reason is because you've left 99% of Southern Cameroonians, they are not paying you, 99%. I'll tell you where I got that figure from. Most of them are not paying you. These are Southern Cameroonians who probably would like to pay you, but they are not paying you because you don't know how to collect the money. Which is why you are harassing the people who've paid you. If somebody has paid you $100 already of his money, he's paid you a lot of money. But you're harassing them because the rest of the country is not paying you. That is why you're shouting, oh, some of you pledged, you've only paid $200. Where is the rest of the Southern Cameroonians? I live in Hull in the United Kingdom. I live in Hull, right? Nobody in my town has paid a single penny to the interim government. There are about 30 people here. There are 30 Southern Cameroonians in my town. No single person has paid a single penny to the interim government. Now, don't tell me any of that business. If you go to America, I mean, a nurse in America is on over $100,000 a year. There's plenty of money in America. There are plenty of Southern Cameroonians in America. And in the United States of America, you guys there cannot even collect money from about 2% of them. Yeah, 2% of people in America, you're not even collecting the money. I look at the forums, you got 100 people in the forum. That is a joke. You got 100 people in the forum, and some of you are saying, hey, we're going to close the forum because we're not getting enough. 100 people? Those 100 people cannot run the war. If that is what you are banking on, there is a problem. There is a problem. You need to find a way to dig out 50 to 100 million from Southern Cameroonians, which you can. But you need to find a way to get the money from them. As I said, you can't just see every business in the world, right? Even charity organizations, they come out on television, they advertise on prime time television, right? It costs them $1 million just to advertise on prime time television. Save the children. They put children on television thin with flies on their faces. Why are they doing that? Because they are trying to collect money. It is a collection method that they have thought of. You see what I'm trying to say? Coca-Cola, they advertise on, everybody knows Coca-Cola, but they are every day advertising billboards everywhere. Why? Because they want to collect money from you. And we look at every time, even if you don't feel like drinking Coca-Cola, when you just see appear on television 2-3 times, a cold Coca-Cola into a glass with ice in it, you take, can I just have a bottle of Coke? You just go and buy one. That is their method of collecting cash. You can run parties round the country of the United States. You got 50 states. You could run Southern Cameroon parties all around those 50 states. Get people to come and dance, drink alcohol, and make some donations. You got 50 states. In those 50 states, you got, each state has maybe 10 big towns, 5 big towns. By the time you run through the United States alone, you will come back with some impressive amount of money. Okay? You come up with some impressive amount of money. You and in those your parties that you have, you can sell t-shirts, you can sell trainers, you can sell any kind of memorabilia that you have created. You can spend $100,000 or $10,000 to create this memorabilia. You can sell them for $1 million. You can sell them for $5 million. Okay, but you need to put the work in. You can't just you can't just say, oh, I've shown them the website to pay. Why are they not paying? Because the people don't act that way. You are dealing with human beings. The fact that somebody has died in Cambe does not really mean that people should give you money. That is not a prerequisite for cash. What you're saying is, look at people dying. There's a war going on. Why haven't you paid me? You need to go out, do your work, grassroots work, and try to come up with better method of collecting money. At the moment, your way of collecting money is not working. And that's why you complain that it's the same people paying all the time. Of course, it's going to be the same people who know where you are, who knows how to get into the forum, who knows all the rest of it. That is not, who watch ABC television. Those are the people that are going to. You ask people in my town here whether there's a Manu forum. I have Manu people here. Whether there's a Manu forum, they don't even know about it. Do they even know about ABC television? No. Okay? So the thing is, it is not easy to collect money. Don't assume that what you've done everything that you can to get money from Southern Cameroonians. If that's what you think, you haven't even started. Okay? I run my own business. I don't work for no government. I don't get no salary. And I understand how hard it is to get people to pay you. It's not, you're dealing with human beings. And you really, really need to come out with a system which will allow the cash to flow from those people to you. Now, I ran once I ran a rainforest society, protect the rainforest society here, and we tried to raise funds by this kind of method that you have, so that we can create awareness of the rainforest. And it was very difficult to raise money, very difficult. All right, but what we did was we had parties in London. We had about 3 different parties in London. Cameroonians came, they had their food, they had their drink, they danced. And during that time, we sold t-shirts. On the t-shirt, we had Save the African or Cameroon Rainforest, right? People bought the t-shirts. They had something to wear. They paid. People pay anything to wear something that they believe in. How many Southern Cameroonians in England are walking around with Southern Cameroon t-shirt on? How many? How many of them would like to wear a Southern Cameroon t-shirt? Okay. Now, what you guys will do is say, oh, we've created a t-shirt and we've put it on the internet or in our forum. That's all. How are you going to sell the t-shirt like that? You sell the t-shirts by running a party in London with important people in there, Chris Arno, people like that. Say, today, Chris Arno is coming. There will be a party in London. And after the party, we're going to have some fundraising. On that day, you can pick up $20,000. Lots of t-shirts, lots of shoes, lots of things. That is just one idea. And you got hundreds of towns to go to. That is just one idea. Sitting in your house and complaining that I've put it on our social media, that is the payment method, whatever you call it, PayPal or whatever. Those are crude ways of collecting money. It will work with some people, and that's exactly what you get. Some people like to go through that, but 99% of the people are not paying you. Okay? Now, I will leave you, because some of you guys are very clever, some of you are business-minded. The interim government has a lot of intelligent people in it. I don't want to be patronizing anyone. All right? But what I am going to conclude here by saying is, there's a lot of Southern Cameroonians out there with money who want to pay, but you are not reaching them. you, the interim government, your finance sector, the section for advertisement, public relations section, the communication department, you are not reaching those people. And so you are not getting any money from them. And there are many problems. If you are asking people for money, ask sensibly. Don't go and meet somebody and say, give me $1,000. The moment you do that, that person is going to start suspecting you, because what you've done, you are taking a serious chunk of money from their account. All right? I know that people in America earn a lot of money, but that's not the same amount of money people earn in Italy. It's very difficult to get a job in Italy, right? That's not the same amount of money black people are earning in France. They hardly give black people jobs in France. All right? As for Cameroon, don't even think about it. So when you wake up in the morning and say, oh, give me $1,000 a year, why are you not giving me $1,000 a year? Not everybody lives in America. Not everybody in America is a medical doctor or a nurse or all those jobs that pay you a lot of money in the United States. In the United Kingdom, $1,000 is big money in the United Kingdom. In this United Kingdom, while your nurses in America are earning $100,000, a nurse in England is earning about $35,000. All right? Houses are more expensive. Fuel is a hell of a lot more expensive. So when that person gives you $100 out of his account, that's a lot of money. But you are screaming in the forum that you need $1,000, and next year you need another $1,000, and you're screaming at that person who is even making a donation. So what I'm trying to say is, if you collect $100 each from all the Southern Cameroonians who can pay you, you'll be making $50 million a year. But you're not collecting it. Let's say half of that. Let's say even $100,000. Let's say 100,000 Southern Cameroonians. This is 100,000 Southern Cameroonians. I've cut it by 5. You're still going to get $10 million. And they'll pay you without even thinking about it. They will do you a direct debit of $7 a month or £8 a month. Easy. Easy. All right? So there are many ways of collecting money. What I'm saying, there are many ways of collecting money. If you can't get it directly, get it through physical contact. You know, come to London and say, this is the Ambazonian party taking place in London. But get it on the biggest place. Have 3 parties in London. The Southern Cameroonians will come to dance, they'll come to drink, they'll come to do the things they're going to do. And if Christian Anu shows his face there, they'll be very happy to see him. If the president shows his face there, they'll be happy to see the president. And then you can say, okay, by the end of this, instead of just come and say, oh, please give me $1,000 like you guys like to do, that's crude. You don't do things like that. You come to London, first of all, understand how much money people are earning in that country, the average wage, so you know relatively the right kind of money to take from them. And then you can tell them and say, okay, what we do, we have some T-shirts to sell. Beautiful T-shirts, Southern Cameroon independence, free Southern Cameroon. You can write what you like. I'm not very good at those kind of things. And then you can even say, look, to come in, you need to get a T-shirt so that everybody's wearing the T-shirt. Or you can put the T-shirt and say, okay, right now people can come and get their T-shirts. It's $20 each, $30 each. $20. You know, you can make a T-shirt for $5, less than that. Sell it for $20. You get hundreds of people buying it. You get 3 parties in London. We got Birmingham. You go have some parties in Birmingham. You go Manchester. Have some parties in Manchester. Leeds. You have some parties. Nigerians will come and buy it from you. Nigerians will come and buy it from you. That's just one simple example. I'm only just in England here. There are about 10, 20 places you can go to and have a big party. And that will rake in Kenyans, rake in Nigerians, rake in Southern Cameroonians, rake in white people. You will get white people coming there. Many of them. You have a black Cameroon man with his white woman, or a Cameroon woman with a white man. They will bring their brothers. They will bring their friends. You can end up with those things. Go to New York. go to Maryland. Go to Washington. How many towns do you have there? Sometimes you need to get out of your high horses. Get out and do some leg work. Do you know what I mean? Do some serious money searching for this struggle. You have to. Money is not available just like that. You have to work for it. And that is the problem which I am noticing with Southern Cameroonians, especially our management section. They just think, well, you know, the people should come and pay me because I just put some PayPal on the forum, and I've sent some PayPal information to everybody, which we know, because you're not contacting everyone, and therefore this is how we're going to win the war. We're going to get money from those few people. You are collecting money from less than 0.1% of Southern Cameroonians. You can even collect money from Cameroon. As I said, just 1,000 francs each Southern Cameroonian per year, you'll get the money on the roads. At the moment, I don't want to say something that's controversial. Money is being collected, but who is collecting it, nobody knows. That's in Cameroon. Money is being collected in Cameroon. Some of you will disagree with me and say it's a lie. It's a fact. There are roadblocks in certain places in Cameroon where money is being collected. But is that money coming to the interim government? No. They use it for themselves. So, in a nutshell, when it comes to donations and contributions, the time has come for the interim government, the communication section of the interim government. If you want to put a new department of advertisement and fundraising, start a new department and set up systems, use well tried and tested method to raise funds. Okay, don't just sit in your house and sit on your laurels and just expect money to be coming to you. That is the reason why it is not working the way it should. First of all, kudos to those of you who've tried, those of you who have made a lot of donations, those of you who've set up the system to be collecting money. That's fine. We have to praise the president for that. We have to praise Chris Anu for that, and every single person involved. But we still think there is a lot more work to be done to be able to raise the correct funds to fight this war. This is Critical Information Bureau coming from All England. Eric Makumbe speaking. Until next time, stay safe.